Firstly, I'm going to take you through the swim I'm in, because it's really important on these trips to fish to your strengths. And this season I've been fishing a sort of intimate little English syndicate, and I didn't want to come away to France and pick Jolly, the big lake, and have to fish at 130 yards, because I've not been doing that this year, and I'll leave that to the big guns like Damien and Danny and people like that. But on this particular trip, the lake is really suited to my type of fishing. It's uncannily similar, the swim, to the lake I'm on in England. You got big area of snags off an island, it just screams carp, and then I've got a nice big body of open water in front of me, and it comes to another small island, and that to me just screams carp. Whether the wind's banging over the other side or whether it's coming into me, it just looks like a holding area, and that's a really encouraging thing to look for. And when the draw was made, this was my top choice of swim. This is where I wanted to be. My whole head was framed around getting in here. So when the draw came out, I came out quite high and I was able to get in here, so I was really happy and excited. And so far the session's gone really well. So I mean, you can have a look. I've got basically a rod just to the left of them snags over there. My middle rod is positioned off the slope of the island, which is just in front of me there. It drops off from sort of 3.5 foot down to 4 foot, and I've got it right on the pinnacle there. There's a bright tree where it's sort of starting to go wintry, into its wintry colours. I've got a bait there, and then the other one is off the left of this island. Again, it slopes off from 3 to 4 and then plateaus out at 5. And my left-hand rod's bang on that, and all spots I'm really happy with. At the moment, my runs have been coming to the left and middle rod, but I'll tell you a bit more about the baiting strategy, because I'm going to get some bait in now. Now, baiting approach is really important on these little lakes. A lot of people come away and think small lake, small spreader bait, small amount of bait. Now, I'm not saying go mad and like piling loads of bait when you get here, but what I like to do is spread the bait around. I've got this big area of open water in front of me, and what I do every morning, sort of about just before breakfast, my rods will be wound in, whether there's fishing me swim or not. I know it sounds crazy, but it will benefit you as your session progresses by keeping your lines out of the water and putting bait out. Then find an area on the lake which is free of lines, free of pressure, free of hooks, free of danger, and they build up in confidence as the week progresses. They're coming in, they're grazing, and that's what I'm doing. I'm putting 4 baits in a throwing stick, which is quite rare, and literally just throwing them out there. Just not any old ware, but certainly over a nice big 20-30 yard square the bait's going out. And it's just my way of saying to the carp, if you want a free feed in the day, come here. I'm not going to fish for you, but at night I definitely will. And as you can see, that's a 10 kilo tube of boilies, and by sort of baiting little and often, twice a day, I'm keeping the bait going in. It's trickling in, and there's no lines there. The carp are getting used to coming here and feeding. Now, I'm not doing this on all 3 of my rods. I've got another little spot which has also been productive with a little spread of particles. I'll show you how I'm doing that, but that is the boilie approach. It's a nice wide area. I'm just putting the bait in every day, on time, and the fish are just coming in there grazing, and at night I'm picking them off. It's a lovely way of fishing, a very comfortable way of fishing, and what it means, you don't have to be pinpoint accurate. You don't have to be landing a foot to the side of the marker, because the carp are looking for boilies. They're moving, they're picking baits up, and that is really important. It makes them a lot easier to catch as well, because the faster you get a carp moving, the quicker they're hitting the lead, and that is really important. And I think, you know, the more boilie fishing I do, the more I enjoy it, and you know, by putting them out there, it's making it very easy. And you know, I've already had some really lovely big common carp off there, and hopefully there'll be a few more to come. So I'll show you this particle spot, and I'm just going to get some more bait out. Like I said, I haven't put all my eggs in one basket, and I've got a lovely little particle spot going there to the left of the islands I described earlier. Now, one of the reasons was I wanted to try out a new toy. It's a mini Skyliner, and for a small lake like this, it's absolutely perfect. No front vanes, it doesn't get caught in the wind, and the other perfect thing about it is, because it's so small, when you come to baiting up after a fish at night, it's just a little dimple on the surface. It's like a little plop every time you cast out, and that gives me a lot of confidence. On shallow lakes like this, on a lot of occasions I'd be scared to bait up with a bigger spot, but with this little one it's absolutely perfect, and I'd suggest that to you. If you're fishing a lake and you're putting out a bulk amount of bait with a big spot in the day, then why not change to a smaller one at night when you come to just topping up your swim? And Adam Penning told me that 10 of these is 14 ounces of hemp, so I've already had 2 carp off 10 of these, so that's 14 ounces of hemp for 2 carp, which ain't bad really. So I'm just going to top this up. It's only about sort of midday, so I'm going to put 10 spods out now on my spot to the left of the island, and then just after dinner, when I get my rigs out, I'll put another 10 spods on top of that, and probably a light scattering of small 12mm boilies, just to keep them rooting around for a few bigger things, so they're used to picking up a hook bait. Lovely. Got another one in the net.
I have indeed, yeah.
Cheeky monkey. Where have you had that then?
Just the left-hand side of that right-hand island there, look.
They've been showing, haven't they, last hour or so?
They have been, yeah, just behind the island they have been, yeah. I was fishing up earlier on, just in front of this one here.
Right, I see. What, are they back of the wind now, do you reckon? Have they moved a bit?
Yeah, they seem to be, yeah.
What have you been having them on then?
Just boilies.
Yeah?
Just sticking loads of baits out everywhere and fishing 2 bait stringers wherever I think I'll pick a bite up from.
Really? How much bait?
I've been putting about 1 kilo to 2 kilos a day. So nearly 5-6 kilos now on the 3rd day.
Yeah? Different sizes? One size?
15s and 80mm.
Right. Do you think that's making any difference?
Yeah, it can do, can't it? Because they're picking up different baits, but I think when you're sort of getting them moving anyway, it doesn't really matter.
And then what about the hook bait? Is it straight bottom bait, pop up?
It is just straight bottom bait, yeah, wafter, yeah. No, I'm just drilling it out, putting a little bit of cork in it just to take the weight off the hook. It's not slow sinking, but just so it goes up the same as all the others.
Quality, quality. And what about the rig? What's sort of the terminal setup?
Just a safe zone leader, lead clip on a lead clip even, and then I'm just changing the size of sort of the length of my rigs to where I'm putting the baits. If it's softer, I'll put a longer. Why'd you do that then? Oh, right, go on. Yeah, because if it's a softer bottom, the lead will go in, and I want the bait to be on top of the silt, obviously. So.
Right, got you. And do you foam it up, or you got PVA bags on, or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got a PVA bag of 2 or 3 baits, and then I'm just putting a bit of foam over the hook so nothing marks the hook when it goes down.
Awesome, awesome. So you actually caught that short, you didn't carve me up this time?
No, not this time.
No, you caught one out your own pig. That's nice to see. And the other thing, you promised me you wouldn't cast out in the day while I weren't fishing, and you haven't, you?
Well, I saw him, Harris told me that I was fishing, so I had to come around here and flick a couple of baits out.
That's it, I'm going to get that rusty head monkey out of here. That's it. Right, well, should we have a look at him then?
Yeah, let's get him out.
Right then, dub from above, let's have it up. Right, which number's this?
Number 6 now.
Not bad, son. You're doing me by 1, aren't you?
I am indeed.
But you're fishing in the days and I ain't.
You have to mention it, didn't you?
Only joking, look, lovely French now. So that's an absolutely stunning fish. I think I'll have a little closer look at your rigs in your bivvy.
Sure. And
hopefully pick your brains a bit more, mate. But that's an absolute stunner.
It is. It's one of the nicest ones of the trip, that, isn't it? For me, anyway.
They are lovely, mate. It's quite rare because they're quite peas in a pod on here, and this one's got a few lovely scales, and yeah, brilliant. A few more to go, mate.
Hopefully, yeah. Let's get them back out there.
Awesome. Well done.
Thank you very much.